Yo, today I'm going to be breaking down how to do this crazy transition right here, so let's just hop right into it. This is from the Chulo Answer music video directed by Welch. I'll have the editor's information and the director's information linked in the description. They went crazy on this, and this workflow is going to be in real time, so you can see exactly how I do my work. So let's just hop right into this. So it starts off, there's like a clone that pops out behind Chulo right here, and then he kind of slowly starts to melt away right there. As you can see, the quality is not the best, it's in 1080p, and then he kind of slowly starts to melt away right here, right before a wipe transition, and then it wipes into another kind of melting thing, but it's going to melt into Chulo right here, and then it's going to go into another like clone transition, which just looks super crazy, and in real time it looks super smooth. So the key here is just going to be trying to unlock that super smoothness about it, utilizing the graph editor and some cool effects here. So this is the footage that I have right here. The original footage looks like this, which looks kind of bland, so I just spiced it up a little bit, and it looks like this, just with some movement, some motion. And then I just went ahead and roto brushed out my subject. So to create that clone, I'm just going to duplicate my roto layer and then click on it and do Control-Shift-C to pre-compose it, and make sure to click this circle, move all attributes into the new composition, click OK. And then I'm just going to add on the displacement mapping effect, which is built into After Effects. And I'll keyframe this to kind of come out from behind him, and this is going to look really smooth. So in order to do that, we'll just set our keyframes here, and then later in the clip, I'll scale him up a little bit, maybe rotate him, and just put him like over here. And then for effects, I'm just going to keyframe the max horizontal displacement and max vertical displacement. Just go ahead and set those at 0 on the first frame, and then later, right around here on the last frame, just, increase that to get whatever kind of look you want. I think the vertical displacement looks really cool. And then highlight your keyframes, easy ease them with F9, or you can right click, go to keyframe assistant and click easy ease. And we're just going to open up our graph editor. If you don't see this right here, just come down here and go to edit speed graph. You could also edit the value graph, which I recommend. And then I'm gonna just drag this over a little bit and drag that over like that. And then same thing with these keyframes for the transform. We're just going to easy ease them with F9, go into our graph editor here, and then use these to make it look as smooth as possible. And then you can drag these keyframes out. And if you guys want to get that cool glowing color effect on there, what you can do is just duplicate that layer and then add on the Luma key effect. Take the first layer invisible and then just key out the threshold so you have just a little bit of colors on there. And then you can add on the tint effect and change the map white to just whatever color. I'll just do like this dark red. And then I'm going to add on HLS. And what this is going to do is just change the color. So on the first frame, I'll set a keyframe for hue. And on the last frame, I'll set that to go through one full rotation. And then to get that glow effect on there, I'm gonna just add on some deep glow. If you guys don't have deep glow, you guys can use the regular built-in glow. And if it looks too bright or just doesn't look that good, you can just increase the threshold more to take away some of it, and you can have as little of it on there as you want or as much as you want to bring it all the way up. And I'm gonna just duplicate another clone and make this look smooth. And then I'm also going to adjust the feather on the Luma key. Just increase that a little bit, and that's going to make those edges just a little bit less harsh. And then this color grade doesn't really match with this, so I'm just going to adjust the color grade and then add on some RSMB here. RSMB is real smart motion blur, and it just really blends all of your layers together really well. Yo, so this channel's slogan is editing made easy. My goal is to save you time and save you money while helping you deliver the best product to your clients. That's why there's tons of free editing packs on my website, and where I'm also introducing you to the most cohesive, complete editing bundle on the market. Let's preset sound effects, animations, 3D assets, every transition you can think of. I've been working with some of the best professionals in the editing industry to create the best time-saving assets out there. And now you can get over 3,000 editing assets in just one purchase, and it's literally 70% off right now. And use this code for another 20% off. So that's enough yapping. Let's just get right back into this. And let's just get right into the next clip. So we're going to add on the displacement mapping effect here. And what I'm going to do here is set the max and vertical displacement, and then just bring over the X value a little bit, bring up the Y value just a little bit, and then just bring that over to get some cool look. And then click this little box here. It says wrap pixels around. And then later in the clip, you're just going to set these values back down to 0. Open up your graph editor after you F9 them. And what I like to do is I like to just drag these all over all the way to the left. So it's just going to be super smooth when it goes back down to 0, and it starts off like that. And you know, starting off, that does not look too great, but that's all good because we're going to add on another effect here, which is Displacer Pro. Now this is not built into After Effects, but this is a free effect. I'll have that whole linked down in the description. Now we'll just keyframe these 3 values, translate X, Y, and rotate. And I'm gonna just increase the rotate or decrease it to have it go up a little bit like that. And then just bring the X over just slightly. And then you can mess with the Y value as well. And then later in the clip, just bring those back down to 0. And then set the edge behavior to mirror repeat. And then if you highlight these, press F9, go in the graph editor and repeat that process. And then now I'm just really gonna adjust these values and get them to my liking as much as I can. And again, it's still just always about making it look as smooth as possible. And these edges don't look that great over here, so what we can do is just zoom in a little bit and then use some keyframes to adjust the motion of this effect and of the actual clip itself. And then to get that glowing effect, again, we're just gonna repeat that process where we duplicate the layer and then add on the threshold effect, which is the Luma key. And you can set this to key out either the black or the white. I'm just gonna have it key out darker. And then as you see here, like the most prominent tones are probably like these tan colors here. So I'll just leave in some of those. And because these edges look really kind of sharp and pixelated, what we can do is either increase the edge feather, or you can just add on a Gaussian blur, which is what I'll do here. And then just increase that to like 5 or 10, and then add on that tint effect, change the map white to a color, and then add on the HLS effect here again, keyframe that, and then have that go through a full rotation here like that. And then make sure to add on that deep glow. And then we're also going to keyframe that threshold to disappear again. So we'll just keyframe that right there. And then later in the clip, we'll bring that all the way up to 255, which is the max value. And then now to make this effect like super ultra smooth, we're going to add on some motion to this and add in a little transition right here. So what you can do is you can use some presets, but I'm just going to make a little custom one right here. I'm going to just pre-compose all of these layers together from the first clip, and then these 2 layers together from the second clip. And then I'll add in just a little wipe transition, you know, and then just make sure to add on motion blur by clicking that little box right there. And then I'll have it go from left to right, just like in the video. So I'll bring it over here on the last frame, and then on this frame right here, just reset that to normal. And then we're going to highlight those keyframes, easy ease them. And then we're going to drag it over just like that. And then we're just going to repeat the process. So we're going to keyframe everything over here and then put it to the left. And then if you guys want to make sure it's directly in the center, just bring up the proportional grid just like that. And then right here, just set that to reset. Highlight those keyframes, easy ease them, and then just highlight those and push everything over to the left this time instead. And then as well, don't forget to add on some motion tile. So I'll add on motion tile to both of these clips and just set the output width and height to 400 for both, and then just click mirror edges, and then I'll just copy that over to this clip right here, paste that on there. So we have something that looks like that. And then what you want to do is you could just add like a little shake right here. And then you could also add on some color correction, which I'm definitely going to do here, because this color grade isn't the best. And what I'm going to do is add on RSMB, which is Real Smart Motion Blur. That just blends all of the layers together and adds on some natural motion blur that just makes everything look so much smoother. That RSMB really be hitting in these effects. And like when this effect comes up in a music video, it just really catches your audience off guard. So I think this is just like one of the best effects to go to if you really want to like wow your clients. And you know, like I said earlier, make sure to go make love to that subscribe button and like button. Leave a nasty comment in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. May God bless your mind, body, soul, heart, spirit. Peace out.